Dude, there's so many hacks in the business, it doesn't even make sense. I'm going to a tattoo shop right now. See if I can set up an appointment, because my sleeves need a little bit of work. So we're gonna see how that can get turned out and what I can do with that, because kinda need to get that finished, because my arm looks like some fucking 3-year-old drew on it and left spaces and gaps and needs a whole lot of work. So we're gonna go get that straightened out today, hopefully, because I'm going to a new shop today. Like, I usually go to one up in actual Louisville, but it's kind of a far drive. Like, if you knew where I lived and you knew where Louisville was, you'd be like, yeah, fuck all that. Taking an hour-and-a-half trip up there is kind of ridiculous. But like, the guy I go to is really good. I like Scott. He does really good traditional work. Like, he goes out to California and guest spots out there every now and then. But I mean, with a good artist like that, the wait for an appointment is really long. So you kind of, like, I don't know, it takes a really long time to get in with Scott. That's the only bad thing. Like, I love Scott as an artist. He does phenomenal work. Like, I'll recommend him to anybody I ever meet that says they want to get traditional work done. But as far as like the wait for it goes, like, the last appointment I had with him, it took like a month for the appointment to even come up. Like, that's the only reason I'm kind of branching out to find another tattoo artist. Like, I mean, the wait is worth it, because like the phenomenal work that he does, I mean, it's really good. I love his work. But at the same time, it's like with anything else, if it's really good, it's worth the wait. But if it takes fucking 4 months for you to get it, it's kind of like you could go somewhere else and get just as good work from an unknown artist. If you like, I don't know, with tattoo artists, it's kind of sketchy, but it's not. Like, you either have a really reputable artist that's well known and popular that you have to wait forever to get in with, or you have a nobody that does phenomenal work. Because this dude Sean I'm about to go to, I was on his Facebook page, and like, his work, it's well known throughout Kentucky but nowhere else. So I'm hoping the wait isn't that long. Like, I talked to him on Facebook this morning. He said, yeah, just come on in, we'll see what we can do. So I'm kind of headed there right now, see what he can do for me, because I would really enjoy to have like an artist on deck, if you will, just so if one artist is filled, I can just make an appointment with another one. I don't know. So we'll see how that goes. I'm kind of excited because I haven't dealt with a new artist in a while. It's like the last tattoo shop I went to was in Minnesota, and I don't even live there anymore. And then I moved down to Kentucky, and I found a dude named Scott, and he goes out to like California and everything, so kind of like a reputable shop. And I'd rather go to reputable than a nobody, really. I mean, I don't know, that contradicts what I said before, I know, but I don't know. I did a little bit of homework and research into this new guy, and his work looks really good. And like, the people that, you know, like comment on Facebook pages are like, yeah, I would go to you for anything because your work is so great. And it doesn't look like he was one of those people that learned in his basement. Like, I'm pretty sure this dude had an apprentice. I'm gonna talk to him today and see what he's about, just because I don't want to go to a you know, basement tattooer. Because like, basement tattooers, like, they can go both ways. They either get really good, or they do a ton of shitty work and then claim that they had an apprentice even though they didn't. And like, that's what you really kind of have to look out for. Like, I've been getting tattooed for a while. I wouldn't say I'm heavily tattooed, but I've been to enough artists and everything trying to find like my artist to kind of figure out and know that, like, dude, there's so many hacks in the business, it doesn't even make sense. But like, from what I'm finding out is like, there's loopholes and shit you can get around with like safety and health, I guess. Especially in like little shops. Like, if you just open your own shop, you only have to have like a little note from the city basically saying like you have a clean shop and everything. Like, it doesn't dictate at all whether the artist has skill or if he has an apprentice or anything like that. He just kind of opens a shop and then dictates that he is now a tattoo artist, even though that doesn't make one fucking little bit of sense. So that's kind of like, that's why I'm kind of hesitant around new artists, just because, you know, you never know. Like, they could just be some fucking weirdo that learned how to tattoo in their mother's fucking basement, for all you know. And then now they're like self-proclaimed tattoo artists and you've never even seen or heard of their work. So, I mean, it's, you know, it's all about how much homework you do into the nobodies, I guess. So it's all kind of just like you have to know what you're doing and where you want and whatever, you know. I mean, it makes sense if you think about it. Really kind of got to do your homework into somebody that's about to put permanent artwork on your body, you know. That's my whole thing. Like, if I'm gonna get something permanent, I'm definitely gonna make sure the dude putting the permanent work on me is a reputable, known to be a clean studio kind of artist. So that's my whole thing. I mean, I could talk about tattoos for fucking ever, because I love art. I love tattoos and art and all that. So, I mean, that's my shit.